Show day, the Beer League Society. We bring the hype. Crack a cold one, ignite the night. Hey! The Beer League Society podcast. We're live.
Leroy Jenkins.
Just fitting, man.
It is, man.
Just
because
going
we're
in guns a-blazing.
That's what I'm going with here. The Leroy Jenkins intro, because yes, we are not dicking around planning carefully how we're going to enter. We are going balls to the wall,
A yeet and a prayer.
straight in. A yeet and a prayer, exactly.
A yeet and a prayer is what we're going with.
What's up, Cody?
But dude, I'm excited. I'm excited for this show, man, because dude, now it's about that damn time. Like
it is.
This is our sweet spot. Obviously, this is a sports podcast, dad podcast, all year round, whatever. But like,
yeah,
football's the best of it. So and we're
I can
back,
smell
baby.
it.
We're back.
I can smell it, man.
Yeah.
I can smell the football in the air. Still,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a little bit of a chill out here in on my side, but I can smell the football creeping in, and I couldn't be happier. We had to deal with all that World Cup shenanigans, which was a great distraction from football. But yeah, I think we are officially transitioning into football season.
I'm so for it, man. I'm so for it. And again, we got camps kicking off already. Some drama, already some injuries, some contract extensions flying around. Like,
Yeah, man.
it's just pure week one magic. So I'm excited. Before we get into football, though,
Yeah.
what have you been up to, man? It's been a few weeks. We took
has
a
been.
good. It was a much
little-
needed like, hey, let's take a little refresh before we get into NFL season, and then we're nonstop content.
Little vacation,
Yeah, little recharge the batteries a bit.
Exactly. Yeah. Get out there like out to Cancun like all of the teams that went down before. So,
Yep.
I did not go to Cancun. I wish I went to Cancun. But figuratively speaking, we took a Cancun trip on the podcast so that we can come back and be with you here fresh, ready to go. Fresh as a daisy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, other than that, just been kind of prepping. We've got lots to cover tonight, lots in the notes, lots of internet wins for later. So stick around if you like that segment, because I've got lots of stuff building up over the last couple weeks. That one will take a good amount of time. But yeah, man, I'm pumped. Pumped for this episode.
Absolutely. Again, we're breaking the seal on the NFL season. Now it's not off season. Now we're officially in preseason. We'll say. Yeah, so I think the first preseason game is what, next week? Next Thursday?
Hall of Fame.
Something like that?
Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. NFL news.
Yeah, where do you want to start? NFL? Sounds good.
Well, I need to do a little bit of research behind it, but first, I know Bengals camp started today, and right off the jump, offense versus defense scuffle. Jamar Chase right in the middle of it, ripping DJ Turner's helmet off, and then squaring up with another defender before they were separated, coming in hot. Right off the jump. So
yeah,
that's when you know it's real. Like, typically you like to wait until it's joint practices to see scuffles like that, but
and I think you see that more often than not. I think, like, but I guess not necessarily like right off the jump. Like, normally it's like first padded practice if it's going to be inter squad scuffleage, but yeah, the whole fuck this first practice of the game, I'm going to set a message. I guess that's what Chase is all about right now.
I mean,
I'm okay with
I'm
that.
hoping it's a one of those, like, your best is not good enough.
Yeah, be
like,
better.
Be better kind of thing, you know. We'll see though. I'm sure more will come out, but yeah. So we've got some interesting. Speaking of, I mean, like I said, the fight, as long as it doesn't result in an injury, that's the biggest thing. But speaking of injuries, a few interesting things coming out. The one top of mind is Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, right.
So, like, what a wild. First of all, so for those that don't know, Kyle Shanahan, I think it was in June or July. It was in the last like 6
Late
weeks
July,
or so.
I think it was July.
Yeah. Basically was in a 2-car accident, and what happened was he was not on his phone, but dropped his phone and had reached down to grab it, and then came back. He said, I reached down to grab it for 2 seconds, came back up to the airbag hitting me in the face. Couldn't even get to where he was seeing the road. But what I did, which obviously is his fault, unfortunate. Like, who hasn't done shit like that?
Sure.
2 seconds, a quick little boom.
Well, I haven't crossed over into oncoming
I haven't crossed
traffic,
over into oncoming. Right.
But I have dropped something and had to reach down to get it. Yes.
Correct. One thing that I thought was a character move on his part was he went out of his way to say, first of all, it crushed me to see it falsely reported that it was her fault.
Right,
it was my fault. It was, do not throw this 21-year-old girl who was a victim of this situation under the bus. It was 100% my fault. It was, I was not on my phone. I was not being irresponsible. I just dropped my phone, went to pick it up, whatever it is. I thought that was a high character move. With that being said, it was not a nothing burger of an accident. No. He had broken
almost lost
nose.
an eye.
Yeah, broken nose, broken ribs, was it ankle? Like, he broke a lot of shit. Yeah, almost lost an eye. Yeah, is that what you said? I hadn't heard that part yet.
Yeah, he was close to losing his eye and stuff, but I mean, first of all, agree with you 100%. Coach with integrity. Gee, I wonder what that's like. I mean, we've had no shortage of coaches that have been a little bit closer to the integrity versus not having it line this offseason. So I think he saw the opportunity and sees that, and now he can be like, look, I didn't pull no Vrabel over here. I'm owning up to my mistakes.
Right.
I'm not gonna bring a dog to the podium just to distract you from the fact that I'm banging some reporter on the side.
Exactly.
But
ironically, that was kind of wild.
The second wild story of the NFL involving a motor vehicle as well too.
That was gonna be my next story. Speaking of what the hell moments.
Yeah. Good old Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Who pretty much always looks like he's alcoholic puffy every broadcast that he's on right now. Apparently does like to toss the sauce back because he got what was in Wisconsin they call it an OWI, operating while intoxicated. Yeah. Which is hilarious. So I immediately jumped on this story on the Reddit threads and posted my take on it because I love to stir the pot.
Of course.
The thing that I posted and then subsequently got schooled on was it was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, of all places. I was like, to get pulled over in Milwaukee, you have to be super
really
drunk. Yeah,
right.
You have to be out of town. You have to be an out of towner, is what I said. Because if they pulled over all the locals, there'd be nobody left to watch the jails. They'd just all be having to be out there on OWI calls. But
when I saw it come through, I was like, wait, Tony Romo just got what? And then I looked, it's like in Wisconsin. I'm like, oh, well, that checks out. That feels kind of like a win in Rome type deal, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's just you have, in order to catch the attention of a cop with erratic driving in Wisconsin, you have to be really intoxicated.
Right.
But I got schooled on that one because apparently, I did not know this, Tony Romo is from Wisconsin.
Oh, I did not know that either.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're like he's actually a local. In fact, he said, I think on the body cam footage, that he was on his way to visit Graham.
Oh, really? I didn't see that part. I did see the part where they were like, "Oh, have you had any concussions recently?" And he kind of laughed. He's like, "Well, not recently.
But I played for the Dallas Cowboys. I've been concussed."
It was like a split screen of his conversation, and then on the other side was him unconscious on the field.
That's
Just
good.
horrific. But
I thought I had to laugh at the excuse that he was off to visit his grandma and grandpa.
to Graham.
Yeah. Like, turns out his grandma and grandpa have been dead for 15 years. So maybe he was on his way to go visit grandma and grandpa.
Yikes. Yeah.
Had they not pulled his ass over, he might have been visiting his grandma and grandpa.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, that was a wild story.
I know, and unfortunately, there's just absolutely no more room left in the internet wins today. I had no room in the inn no, to squeeze in any more Tony Romo stuff. But yeah, I'm sure that'll be permeating around for a couple cycles. So I'm sure we'll get the good. I'll find a way to squeeze in the good Tony Romo memes and drunk content.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Well, let's keep the hey, what's up, Sean? How's it going,
Yo.
buddy? Let's keep the coach things going. So tell me about this Sean McVay AD's coming back. Like, that's
Oh yeah.
he's been in the building for a while, and I think everyone's been teasing it, but I did not see that they
That's hot off the presses. I saw on Rams Twitter, or not Rams Twitter, Rams Reddit, a post that apparently one of their beat reporters or local sports jockeys said that he talked to McVay, and McVay, unprovoked, didn't even ask the question. I think he just said it kind of in passing. When we got ADs coming back, blah 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 blah. So like
record scratch. Like,
yeah, like but yeah,
right.
Like yeah, when the coach is saying that and is saying it in such a nonchalant way, like you tend to pay attention to stuff like that. So, dude,
Absolutely.
that's just fucking unfair if he does. I mean, I don't know what kind of shape he's going to be in, but like, I mean, he's not that far removed, and the dude was a specimen to begin with anyway. I can't.
And it's not like he hung up the cleats at 35.
Exactly.
You know,
yeah.
like he's
Yeah.
got plenty of tread left on the tires.
Yeah.
If he so chooses to do so.
I'm scared. I mean, because like just
Hell yeah.
in general, having Myles Garrett over there just automatically makes them just absolutely like fearsome. But then even
immediately
a shell,
top 3 contender.
exactly.
Immediately.
Especially given how, like, when we talked about that, especially how they finished last year, you know, like that, like they're doing nothing but improving their situation. I've seen nothing, even with the whole Ty Simpson curveball kind of thing. I still think that Stafford's got this year, if not more, tread left on the tires, and yeah, they just everything they've done has just made them more and more scary. And even Aaron Donald on a shell of him adds enough to make you not able to double Myles Garrett on every down.
100%.
And then he can still get to the ball, I'm sure too. So it's just going to be
even if he's just a decoy that makes them play honest defense, that is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is definitely a big enough impact.
100%. Yeah. So yeah, that was kind of like fresh. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but it did come from a Rams beat reporter and or talking head directly on an ESPN program, no less too. He said that he talked with McVay, and McVay just casually threw that in there like flippantly as he was talking about all the things going on for the year. So brutal news for everybody else, but
yeah, we'll keep the coach conversations, unprovoked, unverified comments going.
Yeah.
Some rumbles that a pretty major trade is in the works, and the quote was, Jerry Jones is going all in.
Interesting.
So,
I did not hear that.
That is one that I saw today that is a head scratcher. It perks your ears up a little bit because it sort of always feels like Jerry Jones is going all in. So like for that to come out, I was like, okay, well, what are they cooking up? Because like last year they got Pickens and
right. Yeah, and, I mean, and say what you will about the Micah Parsons trade, but it was something that significantly exactly. You had to give up a massive, guy, like your stud, but at the same time, if he plays his cards right, he could turn that into something way more fruitful than just a Micah Parsons. I got to remember Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett. They're all flying around. You gotta,
I
like
get
make
it.
sure you don't say the wrong person. But
No, I mean, but even right now, like even if it's just the short term, like this really could not have gone better for them, for the Cowboys, because like Parsons, like obviously didn't shake the earth by any stretch by the time
No, and then
when he
goes
got
and
when he got
gets
there,
hurt.
and then he gets injured, and then now he's already, I think as of yesterday, been placed on
Pup.
the PUP list,
Yeah.
so he's gonna miss the first month of the season.
and it
which,
turns out he's
again,
got a foot fetish. He's the next Rex Ryan.
oh god.
Yeah. If you check his socials, he went on like a little bit of this weird tangent where he started talking about how he like leaning into it that he's got a foot fetish. I think I gotta find it too. He changed his like Twitter handle.
Isn't he one of those that someone had discovered he had a ghost account and was like defending himself in chats or something like that?
Maybe.
I feel like it was him, and that had been like 5 years ago or something like that. But was like defending himself and like on like Twitter
On a burner
comments from like a burner account.
That's funny.
But the one thing that would have made it difficult for Cowboys fans or Jerry Jones or whatever it is for the first that they got. Obviously, it's going to take a little while for those first to develop. Right. So like, if he goes off and sets the world on fire, and then you've got these rookies that take 2 or 3 seasons to really get to, to speed, like they're going to be calling for his head or like, throwing a fit, but that buys them a little bit more time, gives them a chance to kind of develop a little bit. And, meanwhile, he's not playing anyways. So it really is best case scenario for Dallas.
Yeah.
How's it going, Lean Green? Oh, I thought it was a cop. I'm just now seeing his message. I thought it was a cop overreach until I saw him fetching for the field sobriety test, and he was getting ready to take the field. Yeah.
Back on the Tony Romo take.
Yeah.
I can't find it. It was probably up for like a hot minute and then gone. I mean, you can Google it. It's all over the place. He flat out said he's got a foot fetish, but like he changed like his name on social or something, his like display name to something like Foot Commander or something. I don't know, something stupid. But yeah.
That's crazy.
So he's got a foot fetish, so he's got that going for him.
So speaking of fetishes, what's this Debo situation?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then talking about like weird, like friggin' batty boy shit. Now you got Debo, who's got this male escort situation going on right now that he's got to deal with. Like, I guess I don't know what it was, but like he has to like. He's like paying this male escorts like I don't even know. Now I gotta look it up. I didn't even want to give it that much. I didn't even want to give it that much airtime. I wanted to be like, yeah, so Debo's got a male escort and Micah Parsons has a foot fetish, and now you're like, so tell me more about this.
Because I can't. So for those that don't know, we have like a notes section that we like. That way we don't forget topics that we want to talk about. Yeah. And all I see is Debo male escort situation. I was like,
yeah, it's a situation.
Wait a minute.
For sure.
Wait a second. But yeah.
Oh, maybe it could be a case of mistaken identity. No, I swear this can't like. I don't know. Anyway, all right, we'll put a pin in that one. I'll see if I can.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in that one. All right, we won't go.
Let's move on. Mendoza apparently has yet to sign his contract, so that's interesting news there. I don't know if that's so.
I did see. This is a completely inappropriate comment. It's a quote. I did not come up with this. I saw it, found it absolutely hysterical. But there's a literally. Yeah.
It is. He did. Sorry.
Think of Mendoza. Like he wanted to stay at home so that he could go through the draft with his family and his friends.
Talking about his goth girlfriend.
His grandma could be there, and then he shows up to the ESPYs with his. I think the exact term is big titty goth chick.
Goth chick. Yeah, that's what they use.
Which is like a genre. It's not like
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's a genre.
Yeah. That's not my interpretation. That's the genre that she's part of. Okay.
That is the genre that she's a part of.
Please,
big titty goth chick. Yeah. And I was like, well, didn't take long for Vegas to kick in.
Right. Exactly. And like everybody thought that was like fake, but like I guess it was like for real.
No, yeah, good for him.
Good for him is right. Yeah. I'm sure his mom loves that. No. But that's the type of girl you bring home to mama. But he did sign his contract on the 23rd. Again, we've been gone for a while, so I post notes and things happen. So yeah, as of the 23rd, he did officially sign his rookie contract, 4-year deal, 57.2 fully guaranteed with a 5th-year option. Yeah, so good for him.
Those 5th-year options are always interesting.
Now he's got his big titty goth girlfriend, so he's
in Vegas with his millions, and
yeah, dude, that guy's gonna get Vegas is gonna eat that guy alive if he's already.
I'm telling you.
Oh my god, man! Like all those like those memes about like hood rat Fernando Mendoza with his tattoos, like that's gonna happen. I'm calling it, man. It's so gonna happen. He's already laying the groundwork for it by bringing this girl to the ESPYs.
What's Chip, whatever it is from Napoleon Dynamite with LaFonda. Like,
yeah, exactly. He looks
like well on
straight
his
up
way.
LaFonda. Yep.
Right.
And other QB news, Pavia, whatever you want to, I forget how you pronounce his name. He gone already from the Ravens.
Of course he is. He's.
But like the thing is, they signed him to like he is, yeah, of course. Well, like nobody did not see this coming. Like he's just But I mean the Ravens had to actually eat some cash, I think, on it as well too. I think most of it's recoverable, but not all of the $3 million deal that he signed by the Ravens is recoverable. Right. You know, so he's gonna get some money to have done absolutely nothing. Fuck all, and which none of us are surprised by in the slightest. All 200 and whatever he said, all 250 whatever draft picks made a mistake.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Mendoza is not the only one that got paid recently. So you got Jalen Carter with the Eagles, who got a 4-year, $152 million extension.
Yeah. Highest contract for his position.
And then Denzel Ward gets an extension, $62.2 million, making him the highest paid at his position.
At his position, yeah. Yeah, Carter, like, I don't know, not surprised, but I can throw the that's, standard Eagles behavior to give another fine, upstanding gentleman a shit ton of money. Mm-hmm. But especially after missing so many games for spitting in the face of his opponent on week 1.
Yeah. Who was? Oh man! So are you watching the quarterbacks show?
No, I'm not.
There's Baker Mayfield. Obviously, Baker doing Baker things.
Sure.
So the whole thing was obviously last season. They take you through last season kind of thing.
Yeah.
And of course Baker plays against the Eagles. I think it was Baker, and Carter's across the line running his mouth, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you still got that spitting issue? Still having a hard time with that?" Like, Baker, of course,
still got a little bit of like post nasal drip going on right now or something.
Right. But I thought it was hilarious as him like chirping about the
spitting situation. I like Baker. He's not going to shy away from chirping at somebody for sure.
Yeah. But speaking of people who did not get paid, Vita Vea. There I was like, what was his brain?
Not yet,
Yeah, extension negotiations have come to a head, and he has officially requested a trade. So we will see how that goes, because there's no shortage. Right, there's no shortage of teams that are looking for a Pro Bowl defensive tackle. So that'll be interesting.
That short list.
So. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one that came out, and then
and back to quarterbacks getting extensions too.
I was just saying, enemy number one. Oh yeah,
Jacoby Brissett. I don't know if you saw that one.
I did not see that one come in.
Yeah, he got his
semi hoping that didn't, because I'd love to see Beck come in and just take over that role.
Yeah, well, he somehow got. I got to look at. It was a decent contract. But just the fact that he comes in having not started a full season, holds out on the Cardinals, puts the absolute vice to their nuts, and got a roughly $10.6 million increase from his base salary of 4.88 increase. Yeah. So I think it looks like 14, maybe close to 15 total mil for him on his contract.
Damn. That's not like that's tripled his contract.
Right.
That's crazy.
For a backup quarterback who's not started, well, he's now a starter, but he had not started a full year. He's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong. He's
He's a fine quarterback.
Right. And he probably deserved a chance to start more somewhere in the NFL, and now he's getting his chance. It's just good on him for already getting a bag, because he sensed the absolute shit position the Cardinals were in and how desperate they probably were to have a quarterback after Kyler left and not have to rely on a rookie or some other discard. So I think he was smart to do that. It was a little bit laughable on the surface, but he got it done, and he now he's going to be $10 million richer than he was last year for an unproven starter, but he's going to be a starting quarterback, so he deserves starting quarterback money, I guess.
Right. I mean, yeah, $4 million. Yeah, and like you said, it would be different if they had someone up behind him that they were like, oh yeah, well, if he can't go, then we'll go with this guy. Obviously Beck isn't nothing, but he's unproven at best. Yeah, exactly. He's unproven at best. So
yeah, the Cardinals could have rolled the dice and been like, no, you're going to play on your contract or you're not, and then all the while be starting to groom Beck. But again, we talked about it ad nauseum. I just thought that the QB class for that draft was just so weak. And I don't think it's going to take a lot for Beck to just all of a sudden become a decent NFL quarterback. I think he's got backup written all over him. And yet, he was whatever he was, the third best QB in that class. So it just, I don't blame them for capitulating to Jacoby, because I think he gives them a better chance to win. But if you look at where they drafted Beck and stuff, it's most other teams maybe would have called the bluff and been like, well, let's see what we got in this rookie first before we start handing out money. But I think that they're just too scared that that Beck's going to be just nothing but a backup, and they gotta run with Jacoby as long as Jacoby stays healthy. So
right. Yeah. Well, speaking of quarterbacks staying healthy, it looks like the quarterback competition in Miami is on hold as Tua is now dealing with an injury flare-up, while Michael Penix is still recovering from his injury last year. So they had to bring in Cooper Rush to throw the ball so they could have somebody throwing the ball.
We're starting camp. Can you throw?
Right. You still have an arm? That'll work.
We need receivers and defense that needs to get worked out here, and we can't do it if we don't have anybody who can throw the damn ball.
Right. So what is already an ugly situation in Miami has somehow gotten uglier as far as the quarterback situation goes. Speaking of ugly quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers officially comes out and says, zero debate, this will be my last year. So he's He said he sat down and talked about it with his wife, and his wife said, if you can go back out there for one more year, let's do it. And then apparently nobody can find this girl ever since he debuted her, because she's another one of those amazing take home to mom crunchy freaking hippie girls somewhere. At least it's not Blue whatever her name was. That's like a genuine Wiccan.
That's her. I think that's her.
Is he
still
back with Blue?
I thought he was. It's not. That's who I assumed it was. But they just can't find her. TMZ can't even fucking find her anywhere. It's he's got her locked in his dungeon somewhere or whatever. I remember, it was right after when his summer break hit, he went out somewhere and he scooped up some weird blue Wiccan girl. I think I assumed he was still married to her, and I assumed when you finding
I don't
anything?
think they got married. No, so this Brittany girl is someone different.
Yeah. No fucking.
But it just no one knows her last name. I mean, I'm assuming if it's his wife, then they're married. I guess their last name's Rogers now. But it just says Brittany, and there's no last name.
That's what I mean. Is they're like the internet's trying to find this girl. Like TMZ's trying to find this girl, and nobody can find her. Like it just adds to the absolute fucking weirdness of Aaron Rodgers' life. And then he's back in good terms with all of his family members now all of a sudden too. So
for real? That I did not hear.
I mean, let's be real here for a second. That's pretty cool, and I'm glad that he did that because family estrangement and drama is stupid. But
yeah. I had not heard that.
Sean says she's reading palms in New Orleans. I would not doubt that for a second. Yeah, those gypsies try really hard to stay off the grid, so wouldn't be surprised by that.
Yeah, so I looked just to make sure that it's not the same person. So in 2022, he dated a girl named Blue, BLU. Yeah. So it was but her actual name is Charlotte Brereton. I don't know. She's
whatever.
But she's a witch / medicine woman. So there's that.
Yeah.
But apparently it's not the same person. But I am curious who this Brittany.
Aren't you? You're not supposed to get involved with your dealer, right? And she's probably the one that gave him all the ayahuasca and
all the ayahuasca. Yeah.
Dipping his pen in company ink over here.
Yep. Flying a little too close to the sun there, Chris. But so
now it's a different one, and apparently she's a consultant for his career and whether or not he should come back for another season. So that's good too. Apparently she knows.
She's probably like, I can't spend all day every day with you. So look, if you got it. If you got it in the body, you should go back.
Yeah. Again, gone for 15, 18
5
weeks
months, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Seriously. But speaking of dumpster fire of quarterback situations in the AFC North, Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson are in a thrilling battle of dumpster fire quarterback play to see who is. They are doing a 50-50 split in camp right now with the starters to see who is going to be their future. Their starter this year. Is it the $260 million man, or the spent more money on his draft room than made in his contract?
Oh yeah.
Shedeur Sanders. Yeah. Like which is which here? So
that whole family is just like they need. It's gonna end up being like the Osbournes with a fucking fan or reality TV. They're gonna have one, I'm sure.
They remind me a lot of the Ball brothers. What was it? Not what's the dad's name?
LaMelo.
Lamar?
Yeah. I think LeVar was the dad. Yeah.
Well, I was saying, is it LeVar, Lamar, and LaMelo?
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember. But if the Bengals can just keep Joe Burrow semi-alive, and our defense is middle of the road at best, there has never been a better opportunity to be in the AFC North that I can remember. Between the Steelers and all of their shenanigans, the Browns and their quarterback situation. Obviously, the Ravens are a problem, and they're always going to be a problem. If it's not the defense, it's a quarterback. If it's not the quarterback, it's a run game, whatever it is. But at least the Steelers and the Browns feel it would be a letdown if we didn't beat them, as opposed to in the past. Now, the Browns, it was kind of always going to be a letdown if we didn't beat them. But at least with the Steelers, it was like you're pumped and excited about it.
Yeah.
But I hope Aaron Rodgers, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I hope he sets that franchise back 5 years.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, for sure. But and
speaking of letdowns, I don't. There was a stat that came across today. I don't think your buddy who's a Jets fan is on today, but
cover your ears there, SL.
No. In fact, you need to cover your ears because.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. I saw a stat that says the Jets have not been to the playoffs in 15 seasons, which is accurate. But over the last century, they have more playoff wins than 6 teams, including the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
So they have six playoff wins over the last century to 5 for the Bengals, but amongst like 6 other teams. So.
I didn't see a Bengals playoff win until our Super Bowl run in my 30s.
Agree, but it's less about. A century is a long time. Look, and the Jets had, like back in the day, in the 70s, they were a good team, but it's the low count of playoff wins this century that gets me. That even with your Super Bowl run, only 5 playoff wins in the last century still seem
not true.
Really low.
We've made it to the Super Bowl. We've not won the Super Bowl. We've lost to the Steelers, or not the Steelers, to the. So when you say this century, are you talking about the 2000s?
Oh yeah, shit.
Because it's definitely we've had more than that in the last 100 years.
True.
We've had more than
maybe
6
that's
wins.
the caveat.
We've been to the Super Bowl 3 times.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Again, another one of these fucking like cherry pick stats. Yeah, that's a great point. Like, yeah, if you're gonna, yeah, I can't. I let that one bite me.
I was like, because it was like, wait, we went to the Super Bowl, and then the next year made it to the AFC Championship game. Like, we won 6 playoff games in 2 seasons, not the last 100 years. Like,
well,
now,
but if you
prior to the NFL, but remember, we went to the Super Bowl in the 90s.
But still, they said that Cincinnati had 5 playoff victories. Was that possible given the fact?
Joe Burrow has 5 playoff victories.
Okay, understood. But then prior to Joe Burrow, did you have any playoff victories in the 2000s?
Not in the 2000s, but that's not 100 years.
No, I know. Yeah. 1,000% agree. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where they got these numbers from. So if we're starting from the 2000s, it has to have
been in the 2000s.
In the 2000s, this century, not in the last century. In this century, I think was probably the way that they framed it. Yeah. Again, cherry picked fucking stats. So
that makes sense because like, wait a minute, Joe Burrow has 5 playoff victories. Like that's crazy. Don't. But
they want to make.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute, I know you got more
Sean,
than that.
don't worry. I'm not trying to bash the Bengals. It was just a stat that flew up.
Yes.
It was one. It was one, and we've
a little poke.
We've debunked it already. It's not. It is not a viable stat to go off of. The Jets still remain and will remain the worst franchise of recent memory, far worse than the Cincinnati Bengals. So don't worry about it.
I'd say there were some contenders though. Like I mean, the Browns have been pretty horrible for a long time. The Detroit Lions were horrific for a hell of a long time. Mm-hmm. Miami had a few seasons in there that were pretty ugly.
All teams I love to hate on. Teams I love to hate on for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But
I got into it. There was I think I sent it to you guys. I got into it on Reddit pretty heavily.
Such a fake news podcast.
Yeah, it totally is. God, yeah, we are 100% fake news. I got into it on Reddit with a bunch of NFC North dudes because it was like basically somebody posted it in a broad NFL subreddit, like which of the NFC North coaches would you pick to build a franchise around? So that there's some good names in there: Matt LaFleur, Kyle O'Connor, Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson. Those were the ones to pick from, and I was quite surprised at how many people were defending Dan Campbell at this stage. Which I don't necessarily disagree that he's not a good coach, but like the argument could be made, and here's my one homer take, and then I'll shut up. The argument that could be made is that Dan Campbell he has one, maybe 2 seasons, well, 2 now, where Ben Johnson has not been on his staff. So the argument at least could be made that some of his success is at least cannibalized by another option on that 4-person panel.
So I think, well, I think that what we're forgetting in this situation is what Dan Campbell came into, and not just like the team that he acquired when he took that head coaching job, but the history of that team, and like just the general, like,
some would argue the same
locker room
could be
vibe.
said though about the Bears.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, of course, like,
so
when
you
lose your offensive coordinator to a head coaching job, like, yeah, of course, your job is to put together the best coaching staff you can. So apparently did a great job because his coordinator went off and became a head coach.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I think part of that is putting the right people in the room. But I would say what Dan Campbell has done far outweighs how quickly he turned that team around. Don't get me wrong, it was ugly the first few years there, but like, he changed, and not just like the locker room, but like the mentality of that damn city when it comes to football.
Do you remember how bad it was in Chicago last year before we got, like, I mean, the Eberflus era was probably just as bad as most of the early Detroit era, and we've historically just been bad for a long time. I don't want to get into a debate on this because I don't think, I'm not saying Dan Campbell is not a good choice. I just was surprised at the amount of people that are still defending him after he had a regression year, and you know, like, I'll be the first to eat crow because I was not, we can go back and find it if we need to, I was not necessarily all sold on Ben Johnson until after this year. I'm all in on him now because I thought
you've seen his work.
I've seen his work, and I've seen, not only that, but I've seen, and I don't know how much it like permeates the national media. I see this week in and week out. This guy is an absolute fucking psycho, like, when it comes to football and stuff. Like, the one thing that I was worried about is, like, we're gonna get some Mike McDaniel nerdy guy, X's and O guy, who's gonna be out here trying to win games with plays rather than motivating his team. No, fuck no. This guy is an absolute psycho and can motivate and has the X's and O's, you know, brilliant modern NFL coach mind as well too. So that's my homer take for this week. I'll shut up now. I just was a little bit surprised at how many people were defending Dan Campbell, given that Ben was on the staff all the years that he had success. And the one data point you have is the year that Ben leaves, Dan Campbell and their team regresses to the point where people are calling their window closed, and Ben Johnson goes and makes another contender out of a shit team in Chicago. And I feel like those, you can't really ignore that. You know, yeah.
No, for sure. And again, I'm not saying that.
I know you're not.
That
I'm talking to the Reddit idiots through you right now.
Yeah. I was like, not saying, obviously, like, he had a huge impact on the turnaround of that franchise in Detroit, and he had a similar impact when he came over to Chicago. I was like, I'm personally a Dan Campbell fan, but I think it's easy to forget this shit show that he walked into, and the hard decisions he made, cutting skilled people that weren't buying in and were being toxic to the team. Like, made the call that you always wish your coach would make, and and not easy things to defend, but like, if you're not in, you're not in, and we don't want you here, kind of thing. So, I like the way he did it. I like what he's done. Does he deserve all the credit? Of course not. But I think we can't. I just think shit on him for it.
No, and I'm not. I don't want to shit on him. I just think it. At this point, I feel like the race is more even than people are leading onto. I'm not closing the book on Dan Campbell, and I'm not anointing Ben Johnson, because both are, I'm unsure of at this point. Like, if Ben can string, you know me, if Ben can string 2 seasons together, I will not put anybody on a pedestal who has not strung 2 seasons of good football together, whether it be coach or player or otherwise, And likewise, I think if Dan can recoup with this year, having spent a year to try to collect himself after losing 2 coordinators, I give him a year. You know, like you need to regroup and kind of like rethink what's going to happen, and it might take a full season for that to actually, you know, work itself out with a new staff. So it was just like absolute no brainer. Dan Campbell, like, whoa, timeout. Like,
well, yeah. I also wouldn't say it was a no brainer.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Is like, everybody was just like the defense was vehement, and it was coming from a lot of like, it was not all Detroit people. Like I said, this was a broad NFL subreddit, so there was a lot of people that were defending, and I was like, do they not get? You know, like obviously we all see our teams like media more than the rest of the nation does. So I was just curious on that one, but I poked the bear, got poked back, no pun intended, and it was fun. I was drunk.
Yeah.
But
So I just out of curiosity, I looked to see, I basically was like, which team had the better average finish over the last 25 years between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears?
Mm-hmm.
And it said, of the last 25 years, the Detroit Lions finished dead last in the division 12 of the last 25 years. The Chicago Bears finished in last place 8 of the last 25 years. The Chicago Bears have had 6 division titles in the last 25 years, whereas Detroit has had 2, both coming, I think, recently. So like it's
no, he deserves a lot of credit for turning that franchise around for sure. But I think it might have been a little presumptuous to say that the franchise has officially turned the corner just yet. Because like I think Detroit fans would agree that if they just go back to the shitter right now, that, you know, like Dan Campbell's not going to be, he's going to be the reason, like at least part of the reason behind it. You know, they're not going to be like, oh, we're going to keep Dan Campbell. Like, it's not going to be like a Bill Cowher. We're going to keep him until he dies, even if it means we're in the bottom of the division. I think that you know, like they would fire his ass in a heartbeat if he can't figure out how, if he just had a couple good seasons maybe, and then just went right back to the shitter. So this is a big year, I feel like, for Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions. They need to at least, they can't regress at all, and I think they need to at least be sniffing at a playoff spot in order to you know, keep the city of Detroit from revolting against them.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it. Yeah, but it is an interesting debate, though.
It is.
I love debates like that for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Speaking, I'm keeping it in the division. Kyler Murray versus JJ McCarthy still bringing heat.
Still a thing, man.
Now it's not just words. Now they're flinging football. So we'll see. But yeah, O'Connell has officially confirmed that Murray and McCarthy will both receive first and second team work.
Snaps,
so
man.
like they're in it. So
God, that's gonna be a fun one to watch. Yeah.
I would genuinely be shocked if Murray does not win that job handedly. Genuinely shocked.
Normally, I would agree with you. I think it's like Kyler Murray's like that perfect guy to come in, and he doesn't like solve all your problems, but he on paper he makes you better.
Yeah.
But then you like match that against your team's like, how do I put this? The guy your team thought would be your savior, that they're going to desperately try to make a thing, whether he's a thing or not. Like, how much leash does JJ McCarthy have within the Vikings organization before they're just fucking done with him? I don't think it, you know, I'm not going to say it's anything more than this season, but I also feel like because of the circumstances under which they acquired him, they're going to give him a little bit of a leash. And a guy like Kyler Murray is the perfect guy to go up against to make it more intriguing of a fight, you know, in my opinion. You know, like it's not like a clear-cut thing where, like Aaron Rodgers or some guy who's going to sell jersey sales and tickets or something like that is, like where we'll put him in just because he makes the fans happy if all stats are equal across the quarterback thing. Like that's not Kyler Murray. He's like a guy who's had kind of a rough career everywhere, like he's gone in terms of like outside people looking at him. I think the city of Arizona kind of liked him, but I just think it's the perfect storm for me to make a very intriguing quarterback like fight / controversy because you got the project the team desperately wants to make a thing so that they can save face versus the guy who never really has been anything other than just a good quarterback in the league, and the two of them are fighting right now for like the control of the Vikings.
One thing that it always cracks me up about Kyler Murray is people forget he has been a top 10 quarterback
consistently
more
good
times than he has not. He has been a top 6 quarterback twice. Mm-hmm. The only seasons that he has not finished in the top 10 are the seasons in which he plays less than 12 games. Yeah. Every season, there's a 14, there's a 16, there's a 17. Every season, he's played more than 11 games.
Yeah,
he has finished in the top 10.
Yeah, we looked at it, and his net results where he lands in the QB rankings is always surprising to me for sure. But just for whatever reason, he's just never been able to become the reason his team is winning, and that could be could have majority of that could just be due to just how much of a dumpster fire Arizona always is. Like, just in terms of like being able to put together a competent team, they just suck at that. They, they're not actively
weapons. Yeah.
Right. They're not actively sabotaging themselves like some teams are, but they are just not good at putting together a supporting cast around any one particular person and never really have been. Kurt Warner, they couldn't do it. They could barely do it with him and stuff. So I get that. It's just, like that. If you look at Kyler Murray in a vacuum, he's consistently top 10 QB, but he's just not been able to be that guy. And I just compared to JJ McCarthy, it just is the most intriguing quarterback story of the league, in my opinion, like for them to battle it out to see, because I don't think that there's a clear cut winner. It's going to come down to just who performs. And then even during the season, you're going to watch that one like a hawk. Cause as soon as, if JJ comes out of the camp as the starter, he's going to throw 3 picks in the first game, then all of a sudden it's going to immediately be
calling for his head.
Yeah, right. They're going to be calling for his head, and vice versa. If Kyler and Jefferson can't connect, it's going to be another year of them being like, well, why the fuck do we have the world's best receiver and no quarterback can throw it to him?
Yeah.
So
it's so funny because JJ has historically been QB proof. Regardless of who's flinging the rock, he gets his. That last year was not even remotely close. His worst season of his career, and it was like ugly. It was, comparatively, obviously.
Yeah.
But the only difference is and of course it's not 2 full seasons, but JJ has had a chance to play with some of the best receivers in the league and done shit all with it. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to see what what Kyler Murray can do with the same weapons and see how that turns out.
Yeah.
But I agree. It is a top 2. I am really excited to see what the hell happens in Cleveland. That's just a train wreck that I just want to see how it wraps up. But as far as a genuine competition, I think the Viking one will be really interesting.
Sweet. Well, I got plenty of other stuff to cover if we're tapped out. I know we've just been itching to talk about football, so I'm not surprised that we're about an hour into the podcast and we've been talking about nothing but football. And I'm sure you guys love it, but there's other stuff to cover. We'll briefly touch on probably the biggest news in the NBA. LeBron James now all of a sudden is a Philadelphia 76er.
Ringing the bell.
What?
Yeah, that one I did not see coming. I genuinely thought it was okay. I genuinely thought he was going back to Cleveland.
You know what? You know what my hot take is on this one?
What?
Because I'm not a LeBron fan. I genuinely think that Adam Silver apparently, according to LeBron, started to pressure him to make an announcement because it was taking too long. And LeBron, I guess, leaked through his camp or something like that he's like, I'm not letting Adam Silver dictate when I give my announcement.
Right.
You know, in kind of like a dickish move. There's a part of me that thinks that there's a non-zero chance that LeBron changed his decision maybe to spite Adam Silver.
Yeah.
Like
I could definitely see that.
I could it's not definitive.
I'm LeBron James. You don't tell me what I
You don't tell me where to
do.
go. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like he contacted Adam and said, "Yo, I'm going back to Cleveland, you know, like I'm going to announce it." And then he drags his feet and Adam calls him up. He's like, "Dude, are you going to make this announcement? Let's go." And he goes, "You don't fucking tell me what to do. By the way, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to the 76ers. Like, just to fuck with him. Like, I wouldn't be surprised by that because I feel like he's that petty.
Oh, yeah. He absolutely is that petty.
But like, you saw that he's gonna live in New York and helicopter to the games in Philly.
I did not hear that.
Yeah. That's the rumor is that he chose because he's got homes, if not multiple homes in New York, and he likes to stay there, and he maybe wanted to go to the Knicks, but instead he went adjacent to the Knicks in Philly and can fly there via helicopter. But I don't know if you know this, bro, but one of the best basketball players who's better than you.
I was just about to say, I was like, how do I say this without being insensitive?
Right.
Like, can we not lose another NBA legend to a helicopter in the
I don't want him to die,
decade?
that's for sure. But.
No, like, I'm not a fan of him. Of course, a fan of his game. Like, how could you not be?
Yes,
but I don't wish ill will. But
Yeah.
like, if you ask me who's better, MJ or LeBron, I'm going MJ. Like, now if it's
I'm going
physical
Kobe.
contest, oh, okay, got that Mamba mentality. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Anyway,
I mean, they definitely did have. I guess what MJ and Kobe did have are similar, and they're just like sheer killer instinct.
Yeah, it's a total package.
Freak athleticism.
It's a total package thing with Kobe and Michael and there's just one little like thing with LeBron and his attitude and how he carries himself through all of these announcements that really rubs me the wrong way. It makes me feel like he thinks he's bigger than he is. Yeah, it's icky to me. It's very icky. He gives me the ick.
Yeah,
we're all on the same page.
100%.
Thumbs up to.
There we
go. The noise is perfect too. Thumbs up.
Yeah, ting,
ting.
Yeah.
We're all on the same page. Good. That's something we can unilaterally agree on. Okay, but yeah. Cool. What do we want to do next?
Yeah, good.
No, you go.
I was gonna say I was surprised but excited to see old Patty Kane back in the Chi-Town.
Yes,
like I still have his bobblehead. Yeah,
nice.
Right there from my days in Chicago.
Super pumped. Yeah, that was great.
It's the old Dirty Dangler himself.
Yeah, timing wise, I feel like it was right. I think it hit. I know Kyle Davidson was part of the Blackhawks GM who brought him back, was part of the people who were adamant about like turning the page on the old Blackhawks and stuff like that. And given the controversy that played out on the coaching staff, I tend to agree. And I think, it was a good move to turn over the roster as well as the coaching staff for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Timing wise, I'm happy with this. I think this makes a lot of sense for the Blackhawks to bring him back. They were, Taves had announced his retirement, so there's only between him and Kane, that only left Kane to come back and kind of, do his farewell tour. And I think Kane, it seemed like he was open to it. Kyle said he was open to it. Bedard came up and said he was open to it and wanted it. And I think just from the perspective of the Blackhawks have so many young skill guys on their team right now. And the thing that I notice with young skill guys when they enter the NHL, even if they're prolific scorers by design, they don't join the NHL and look to score. Very few people do that. They all come in looking to facilitate for other people. They don't want to ruffle feathers. They want to show their skills, but they do it by trying to make passes and find open looks and give guys tap-ins. And it's a trend I see within the NHL. Unless you're number 1 or 2 prospect and you're a fucking goal scorer, you're coming in trying to earn your keep, play under the radar, show your skill through passing. And I feel like that's going to be a lot of what we're going to see with the young Blackhawks roster, and having a guy like Patty Kane who can receive that and turn that into offense.
Yes, please.
Which we've struggled to have offense in the last few seasons. I think it was perfectly timed. I'm good with the term. I'm good with everything. And even he might even bring Taves out of retirement for a season 2 is what I'm hearing as well too, which I'd be open to, but I don't want to make this into like a whole,
all right,
everybody come back.
Call Hossa, call Duncan, call Duncan,
right.
Bring him back. Bring them all back.
Yeah. So that was cool. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to go dealer's choice right now. I got a lot of other content. We'll leave the internet wins for the end like we always do, but I got a couple of wild stories. I got a couple of tin hat takes.
Well, I did see Sean asking for some aliens earlier. So
aliens.
Let's start some tin hat takes here.
We're going to go with tin hat takes. All right. Let me cue that up. Roll the intro.
Free your mind. See beyond what they want you to see. Beer League Society presents Tin Hat Takes.
All right. This is for you, Sean. You wanted aliens, will give you aliens by God.
Oh, it looks like he left. He just came back at the perfect time.
Perfect timing, Sean.
We were just talking about you, Sean.
Let's, I don't know if you guys remember, a couple of weeks back.
Oh, it continues. Okay.
Our boy, James Franco, came out and said on 7/13, at 7/13, all will be revealed. We went through the excruciating social media video, and we're going to go through another one because judging by the calendar, it is now 7/29, well past 7/13. So we got to rewind and figure out, what did James Franco find? Here we go.
13th, today. I promised you I was going to reveal something because I found something. It was thrust upon me. I didn't ask for this. Now, I've been through a lot, okay? I went on social media, and I started talking about it. I didn't want to do that, okay? I didn't choose this. It was thrust upon me. I saw something and I thought, you know what? I can't keep this quiet. People have said I'm crazy. People said I'm trying to, I don't know whatever it is. I've been through a lot. My account got hacked twice. People trying to shut me down so that I don't get this out. Okay, but I need to get this out for that very reason that people are trying to stop me. For that very reason, I fought to get the account back. And I felt like I owed it to you, to the people that are following me and are, trusting that I.
God, this goes on forever.
I think that's the point.
I have material behind what I'm saying, right? I'm putting my money where my mouth is, or whatever. Okay, enough. Here we go. 7/13. You wanted it. Here it is. I delivered.
Mm-hmm.
I love how there's all these different cameras set up.
Yeah. I mean, this guy can't be fucking serious with this shit, can he?
Look at him.
Like coming out of his pool house, peeking in the come on, man. Okay, yeah, there you have it.
Enough said.
Irrefutable
evidence.
I mean, James Franco, whistleblower of the century right now.
I think I may, maybe it's just me, I may not have enough cameras facing towards my windows. Like, he had like 6. My cameras are facing the wrong way. Like,
yeah.
Are the security cameras supposed to be inside the house looking out? I don't know.
I have no idea.
That was hilarious, though.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for this to be like exposed as like a publicity stunt for some movie or something like that.
Yeah,
but like
Bound for Glory, maybe.
Exactly. There's also a non-zero chance that he legitimately thinks that he captured an alien on camera and that he's crazy and trying to get people to, I don't know.
This screams obviously publicity stunt. It's what's not clear is the flavor. Like what kind of publicity stunt is this? Yeah. Is it to get back on the scene from a spotlight perspective? Is it to get a bunch of weird excitement up?
Like he's been
in the next movie.
Right, since COVID, he got canceled, and then he got probably cooped up in COVID for a little while and stuff, and like I don't know, the sun's getting to him, the hot California sun or something. But
let's make sure he's not dating Blue. Did she go from Aaron Rodgers to Franco here?
Yeah, it all kind of stays within the circle.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I do have one more. God, this would have been fun to have Jason on for this one, but let's see here. I don't know. This gets me all the time. I feel like I've seen this before, and I don't think there's any audio to it, so I'll just play it. But so we can talk about it in the over here.
Seated, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Like, so this is footage of the lunar lander taking off.
Right away, Houston. Vector good.
To go back home.
Excellent.
And the part that gets me the most about this, who the fuck is filming this?
Right. Where's the camera coming from?
Where's the camera? Like what? Did somehow they manage to like prop up a camera to film this and then somehow obtain the footage?
So did they leave like a rover on that for? I mean, like genuinely, like, did they leave a rover to go around? Like,
I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, because we haven't been back, right? We haven't landed back on the surface of the moon. Like, unless you're trying to tell me that somehow during that flyby the last time they scooped up the reel off the surface of the moon and brought it back. But like, again, I feel like I've seen this before. Just things that like you just watch originally and then or think you at least watched originally, and then you go back and you're just like, who's filming this?
Yeah, that's that's always a fun one. What was it? Who was it that was? There was a NASA, like an ex-NASA employee that was basically confirmed. It's like, well, yeah, like that was faked. Like, we obviously landed on the moon, but like that video wasn't real. But I think you're asking the wrong question, and I can't remember what his question was. But like there's that whole thing is wild.
Yeah, like there's, I feel like as a U.S. citizen, if somebody came out and told me that some stuff that we fed to you was fake, but we really did go to the moon, I would buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would totally buy that, and I would be okay with that. Like I think in that time frame, it was very critical that we crafted a very specific message. And if our
on the global stage,
exactly. But The one thing I don't want to be true is that we completely faked it and we never did land on the moon. Like that would be like terrible.
That'd be tough.
Like, yeah, like unexcusable if that was the case. But like if you tell me that like, okay, yeah, we did this. We filmed a lunar lander in a controlled situation, ejecting its return pod to kind of show this is what it was like on the moon scenario. Fine. I'm cool with that. As long as there's enough other evidence to prove the fact that you guys did land on the moon, I'd be totally fine with that.
Sorry, I had something just started making sound. Sorry. No, yeah, I agree though. I agree.
Yeah.
What any other 10 hat
I got
takes?
some. No, that's it for 10 hat takes, but I do have some wild stories if you're interested in that one.
Hell yeah. Always
All
down
right.
for some wild stories.
Let me open up the old wild stories. All right. This is just one of those, this is topical, one of those things that's so perfectly impossible you swear that somebody made it up, but every bit of it is real. Picture this. It's Barcelona, fall of 2007. There's a 20-year-old kid at FC Barcelona just starting to turn heads. A shy, introverted guy, not yet the greatest of all time, but a promising young player. And Barcelona is running a charity calendar event with UNICEF. They hold a raffle in a working-class neighborhood where families can sign up for a chance to get their photo taken with a Barça star. No soccer connections, no inside track, just a raffle. A family from Mataró wins. They bring their baby, a 6-month-old chubby kid who has no idea where he is. The player also had no clue what to do. Shy guy walks out of the locker room and suddenly there's a plastic tub filled with water and a baby in it.
And an
Didn't even know
infant.
how to hold him at first, but he figures it out and is captured giving this random baby a bubble bath. But that random baby, Lamine Yamal, and the Barca star, Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi, yeah.
That's right. That Lamine Yamal, Spain's 19-year-old superstar, and that Lionel Messi, the 8-time Ballon d'Or winner. This photo sat hidden for years. And the payoff the universe apparently scripted was, you guessed it, Messi and Yamal were both in the World Cup final. One of the best players of all time gave the next one a bath by random raffle. And 19 years later, the baby boy takes down the GOAT on the grandest stage possible. Game recognized game even before game could walk. That, my friends, is truly a...
Wild stories!
wild
Dude,
story.
I love that. I love that transition, man. Like that. That's so sick.
Yeah, I do I have the photo somewhere, but I'm not going to post it because I feel like at this point everybody saw it. That was like totally one of those ones where I was like, I have to save this for later because it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Part of you has to wonder if this isn't an Achilles type deal where, Lionel Messi bathed him and
Right.
dipped him in
in
whatever the hell it was.
right. In water that he blessed right beforehand to give him.
Right, exactly. And like watch him get like an Achilles injury or something like that.
Yeah. Speaking of which, have you seen Messi? One of Messi's kids is like a fucking soccer star. No surprise there, but he's got some videos.
Shocking.
Yeah, he's got some videos popping around of him just like absolutely is just like killing it in some like high-rise balcony or something like that. Just all sorts of stuff. But
one thing I did hear this week that I think would be really interesting next season, be something to look into, especially if this Jacoby Brissett and back thing just doesn't work out this year. If they just absolutely shit the bed this season and they get the first overall pick, could you imagine Archie Manning going to Arizona and recreating the Manning to Harrison Jr. combo, like the Peyton Manning to Harrison?
yeah.
How sick
That would be crazy.
Be?
Huh.
And it's
Interesting.
not out of the equation. Like
No.
The Arizona Cardinals could very realistically be the worst team in the At least get the first pick. I don't know if I
Yeah.
don't know if it'd be the worst, but I've seen crazier things. But
Right.
that'd be wild if that worked out.
Absolutely. That'd be crazy. All right, I got one more. So let's pop over to Russia, where this new kind of personal ad is going around. Guys putting themselves out there, hoping a stranger will call. And you think you know where this is going. Lonely guy, big country, cold winters. He's looking for love, right?
Vodka.
Something to share his life with, since dating apps are a complete cesspool. So he lists what he's offering. He'll come to your place. He'll bring the goods. He'll set everything up, get things going, keep you warm, keep you company. He'll even crack open a couple of beers with you. He'll tell you jokes, share a few stories, and make sure you're not sitting there all by yourself. Full attention, undivided, all evening if you want. But the companionship comes at a cost. After all, it is an advertisement. For this particular guy, it's only $13, maybe $65 if you want the deluxe package. Because this man and others are not looking for love. He is a Rent-a-Barbecue-Buddy. That's the whole thing. You're lonely, you want someone to grill meat with you, and you hire a guy to come over, fire up the coals, and be your friend for an hour. The tents he sets up, the warmth he provides, the grill, the companionship, all absolutely real. $13, and honestly, I kind of get it.
That's a hell of a deal. $13?
That is a... wild story.
That is a wild story. I'll throw this out there. You're not going to find a private chef for less than $13 an hour.
No, right? Yeah. I mean, it starts at $13.
Let alone one that's going to come to you, fire up the grill, chat, like one-on-one. Like, you're getting a one-on-one experience. Like, that's a hell of a deal. I don't care if it's $60. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say, $13 seem, like, again, is the starting price.
That may be s'mores.
In Russia, you're maybe looking at, like, I don't know, a frozen rat or something like that he's going to grill up. But even at $65 for the deluxe package, I think I'm still in. I totally get it. I'd want somebody to come over and chill with me and cook some meat. I'm totally fine with that.
Yep, you're getting closer, bud. No, yeah, I'd pay a guy $30 over, bring his meat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just spin his meat over some hot coals for me.
Yeah, right. Keep me warm. No.
Keep me warm. Yeah. Hey, look, I'm all about it.
Here's the thing: there's no shortage of opportunities in this planet to make money. Like that's the especially recently, like there's like no excuse at this point, Like,
yeah.
You can charge someone to be your buddy for grilling. Like maybe you're just not thinking outside the box enough.
Right.
Oh man, that is a wild story. I'll give that one. One. All right. What do we have left? Are we ready for memes?
We are. I do believe we're ready for memes if you are. Well, internet wins, we call them now, but yeah.
Oh, internet wins. Sorry. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Habits die hard.
It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time.
The internet wins.
All right. You hung around till the end. You are here for the internet wins, the segment that takes us home every week. Here we go. We've got a lot to cover, so I'll just get right into it. First one up. I don't know. This just made me laugh. Here come the Red Soxes. Here come the Red Soxes from MLB.
That is hilarious. There's got to be some sort of context to that. But like that is.
It is from hilarious. 2009. That's a good catch. But I just like saying it. Here come the Red Soxes.
Yeah.
All right. I thought I met Stone Cold Steve Austin when I was young. Who the fuck is this? That's Stone Cold Steve Houston, my man.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Oh, I love it. How good was Prime Jesus? I see a lot of these fucking posts all the time. How good was Prime blah blah blah? I don't know. How good was Prime fucking Jesus? Am I wrong?
It looks like he's ready for the hook and ladder on that one.
Yeah, right. All right, moving right along. Due to an increase in cookie sales, the Girl Scouts have had to switch to a more aggressive sales campaign.
Oh, God, I love it.
Yeah, I just thought it was obviously, obviously not the right thing. Like, it was two completely unrelated things, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
All right, a doctor, you need to get a colonoscopy. Me, what's that? A doctor, let me know when you figure this out.
It's a camera DS.
It's a camera in DS. I'm stupid.
Yeah. Dude, that's what the internet is made for.
Exactly,
like
right? Yeah, it's shit like this. All right, the next one.
Was it on this podcast where you did was it the Mexican word of the day or something like that?
Yeah, Mexican words of the day.
Yeah, and it was like what's
was my favorite.
Yeah, what's the biggest river in Egypt? It's denial. Like like the Mexican
denial.
word of the day was denial,
Yeah.
and they're like, what's the biggest river in Egypt?
It's the biggest river in Egypt, my man.
Yeah,
homie. All right. Again, more stupid shit. I'm totally done with the internet. I just found this one entitled "Ghost Egg is Scared of Its Own Tits." Just
stupid. That's it's prime internet right there.
Yeah. Things I've never seen. the Yeti, the aliens, and a Dak Prescott
Super Bowl ring.
Yep. Yeah. Bigfoot, aliens, and the Super Bowl. Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, and just like just like the Yeti and alien fans, they want to believe. I want to believe.
They want to. Everybody wants to believe.
Same across the board. Cowboys fans, they want to believe. I heard that Jerry Jones is going all in this year.
And I don't know if you saw, but Dak Prescott is fucking swole right now. Like, dude got out of his, he had that whole crash out with his engagement or whatever. And there's some photos floating around if you want to.
Yoked, huh?
I'm not ruining my search history on this one, but Dak Prescott is looking fucking swole right now. So heads up,
I got you.
He might be there. All right, this one's kind of stupid, but it made me laugh. All right, hey Cameron, this is all right. So look at the 2019 August 5th.
Interesting.
Yeah, hey Cameron, it's Cole. We spoke at the bar last night. You gave me your number. Hey, sorry, dude, this isn't Cameron. She was either drunk or gave you the wrong number. He goes, damn, that hurts. Flash forward a year later, November 12th, 2020. Hey, Cameron from the group. It's Cameron from the group project. Did you add a bibliography?
That is oh man. That's devastating. Devastating.
Absolutely
and you have to hope
that
her, for some reason she got a new phone in that gap, got drunk, lost at the bar that night, whatever it is. That's why she had to give him her number
and found it. That's quite a situation if that was the case. But yeah, that's that was pretty
honestly, it would be great if she lost her phone, didn't see that they had a text history, but he did.
He did? Yeah.
Like how twisted would that be?
That would be pretty fucked up.
Oh,
all right, I'm sure you guys have seen this one floating around, right? Did you see this one yet?
Yeah, I've seen T-shirts about this video.
So we'll play it. Yeah. Oh, come on. Damn it. I wanted to play the video. What's going on here? All right, play.
There we go.
I like to think this guy's name is Bill too, just because.
Oh God. Oh, for sure. Oh, at minimum,
dude gets fucking
Cody, but he
yeeted.
looks, a little Buffalo Bill Cody, but I think he seems doesn't strike me
just
as a Cody.
Absolutely gets yeeted.
Yeah, he got.
And then of course you guys already kind of saw it, but the Buffalo Bills alternate helmet, which I don't know if you saw, they do have an alternate jersey.
Oddly
that's
goes kind of hard. Like
I'd like it.
That logo
they're getting dogged for it.
That logo would not be the worst logo in the NFL if it got dropped in today. Like,
yeah, I had no problem with that.
They're getting dogged about the jersey.
Yeah, the jersey. Yeah, Like the sorry, I'm probably choppy. I apologize if I'm choppy. But they have an actual alternate jersey for their new stadium that is getting ripped to shreds right now. It's like a gray base with just the red stripe logo on the helmet. I actually think I kind of like it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
All right. There's one thing that Scary Terry is scared of, and it's apparently the dishes. Hate doing the dishes. I hate doing the dishes. We need a maid. I hate doing the dishes. I hate when it's my week for the dishes.
All of these are in 2012.
12, yeah.
But
Yeah.
What's hilarious is he really hated dishes that year. Like there was something personal. He
Yeah.
had terrible roommates or something because it was. He obviously had a problem with the dishes in 2012.
He was probably in college at that point, but yeah.
I would assume, yeah. That's hilarious.
All right, let's check in on our boy Cam Scatabo. I don't know if you saw this one. This is pretty brutal. No brace.
God, could you imagine? Every person in that Giants front office audibly gasped when they saw that video. Like, they're just absolutely like losing their mind when they saw that video.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Are we losing? Are we losing Andy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, a little bit. Yeah, your video's a little choppy, but your audio's all right.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is we're almost done. So this is Drake May getting a pick 6 in his own football camp. Come on.
I just imagine, like, you see the pick and you see him returning it, and you just see him come out of nowhere and just blindside this kid, like bobble him. Oh,
this is awesome. I don't know why I really love this.
My friend, the low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
that's it. Could you? Yeah, like that.
Yeah,
that's badass. By the way, big fan.
We're gonna skip ahead because I feel like I'm choppy, so I don't want to. I think it's just all the things I have going through. But so we'll go to the. Anything we didn't get to, we'll try to throw in for next week. But we'll get into the outro, our musical outro.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Oh,
come on.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
Come on.
Andy's computer is imploding like a dying star right now.
When you're too old for the club, but the garden center is playing bangers at 10 a.m.
I mean, you can see it on the guy's face. You know, he's got that swagger.
He does, for sure. Those are the internet wins for the week.
Love it, love it. Good to be back. Good
it is good to be back.
Yeah, after a good little bit. There it is. I was saying, it's like, oh god, I hope he switches. Gotta have our official outro here.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But yeah, you can taste it. You can just taste. You can taste the NFL. It's right there.
It's right there for the taking. We can't wait. Thanks to everybody who hung out tonight. Thanks to Sean and Lean Green and all the other folks who engaged in the chat. It was awesome. We love you guys. You make it all happen. You know, this is fun. The banter back and forth, but we'll hopefully be back next week where we can start talking more about NFL football and start getting prepped for the Hall of Fame game, which will happen on Thursday.
Yep. I'm excited to talk about some of the. Obviously, we're going to see. Over the next week, coaches are going to have to start saying, "We're starting X person in this game," or "We're starting X." We're going to start seeing things start to take shape, and we have something to kind of base them off of. So
yeah.
And next week will be the day before that game, so it'd be perfect timing.
It'll be fun. Yeah, come hang out with us. Come chat it up. Tell us what you guys want to talk about as far as NFL goes. And if you want to, reach out to Cody or I if you want to jump on the podcast at all and be a guest spot. We love to have guests. We love to have anybody who wants to join us either in chat or live on stream. I can make it happen. So you just let me know.
Yeah. Or we have a hotline.
We do. Not tonight.
Yeah.
But
Not tonight. But
I need to fix that and get it going, but we will have a hotline and we can start there. Next week, hopefully we'll have the hotline up and going again so you can call in, give us your take there on audio. You don't have to be on video. So it's just an audio stream. You can chat it up with us and we'll start there. And if you like that and you have some fun, you can hop on as a guest spot. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Anything else?
sounds good.
You want to shout out, Cody, before we hit the long and dusty?
Nope. As we're starting to wrap up, for those fantasy football fans like myself, we're wrapping up dynasty football draft season, but we're coming up to gonna start looking into redraft leagues coming up. So over
fun.
the next week, over the next couple of weeks, we'll start getting into some draft content and buy low, sell high kind of candidates. But yeah. Best time of the year. Get back into football, baby. I'm excited about it.
It is, man. The optimism is high. Let's keep it riding. All right, guys. We will catch you next time. As always, we are the Beer League Society. Like, subscribe, follow us, and keep an eye out for all of our content. We'll see you live here back next week. Take care, everybody.
Sounds good. Cheers. Have a good week.
Peace.